Yo, this is how my hair be looking in the morning. Just terrible, just terrible. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Takia Denise. Today we are going to be doing a Princess Tiana inspired look. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do some makeup looks, so here we are doing one today. And I am doing one specifically for my Halloween Instagram series that I'm doing right now. Well, it's not necessarily an Instagram series, it's just, you know, a Halloween series, okay? Because I'm going to be posting it on here, YouTube Shorts, and on TikTok. So you guys will be able to see all of the edits and stuff that I'm doing. Very excited for this Halloween series. So let's go ahead and let's do Princess Tiana's look. This is the look that we're going to be doing for today. I thought it was like super pretty, and I love the way Princess Tiana look. And I'm very excited to implement this look, okay? Y'all already know, I don't do green makeup like that, so yo, we're getting out of our comfort zone right now, okay? First and foremost, I definitely want to go ahead and spray my face, and y'all know I use Scandinavia, the OG. This is my favorite. I love using this. And you want to spray a lot because you want to make sure that the primer is really on your face and that it's going to really set in. I'm going to go ahead and do my head because it's not going to stay like this throughout the whole video. And right now it's like a lot of shrinkage going on because I do wet it to get into these I wet it to detangle it and get it into the ponytails and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to drench it. I just want it saturated so that I can brush it out since it was in braids. I'm gonna put it in the front. And this should definitely slick as much as possible. You know, you gotta brush that forehead. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, brush the forehead. So I don't know about y'all, but I know that this topic has been going like super viral on social media where everybody's like, what do you do first? Do you do your hair first, or do like your makeup first, or do you put your clothes on first? Like, which ones do you do? I definitely feel as though that I do a mixture. It really depends on what I'm doing and my time. So like sometimes I might have my clothes on first and then do my makeup, but majority of the time I do feel like I do like my hair first, then my makeup. I don't know, I just feel like that's what I do. So now the ponytail is pretty much secured. What I want to think about is whether I want to do like these curly pieces in the front, because I remember my mom, when I didn't have bangs, like my mom kind of took these front pieces. I'm gonna think. I feel like she took these front pieces and then she somehow made these into my bangs. These are kind of freaking long, so I don't know. I don't know how she did it. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. So I feel like she took these two together. I think she pinned them down. Let me go get some pins first. I got my pins, and like I was saying, I think she did these two like this. And then I feel as though she kind of like took this here and pinned it, but I'm trying to see how close I want to do it. Like maybe just twist it around and then just do the bun. Okay, wait, this is kind of cute. It's coming together. Y'all not even gonna tell that it's like fake bangs unless you looked at the YouTube video because it's going to have this headpiece on it. So yeah, I think that's really cute. Now I am gonna go ahead and start on my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead with the Benefit Hula Wave bronzer. This is what I currently use. I use this one. Well, to be honest with you, is it the cream one that I use first? Yeah, so it's the cream one that I use first, and then I also use the powder one as well. And like I said, I got this tip from a celebrity makeup artist that's on Instagram, and I have been doing my makeup like this ever since because it just looks so flawless. It looks really, really good. and I just put it around like the cheek area. I do it as my own contour pretty much. So you go ahead and you put it around your forehead area, sides. You just do the whole thing, okay? Now, I know she didn't really do underneath, but I just do underneath just because. But usually she just does this whole area here and then the forehead. And then the next thing that I do, I literally wrote it down because I have to make sure that I'm remembering how to do these steps. So until I fully get it down, this is how I'm doing it. But the next thing that I'm doing, honestly, let me do my eyebrows. I like to do my eyebrows before putting on like any foundation. And this is my favorite. Y'all know this, the Palladio brow gel. So freaking good. I love to put on a gel first before I do anything. And the gel, what the gel does, it pretty much just keeps your eyebrows in place. At least that's how I feel it does for mine. And I just love it, and it helps me to form out what kind of eyebrows I want to do. So I brush out first, and then I put on the brow gel. Sometimes I even like wearing it without any product on it because, like I said, it just forms my eyebrows and it makes them look really nice, really sharp. And then I go in with this. This I got off of Amazon. I don't remember the company like at all, but it's dark brown. That's all it says on here, and it's eyebrow pomade. And I have just been using it ever since. And clearly I need to get some, like I need to get another one because like that's pretty much gone at this point. I've been using this for years, to be honest with you. And it could be expired, like it really could be, but it's very good and I still use it. Like I haven't had any issues since using it, so I kind of just use it until I'm done with it. I'm trying to see which one I want to do, either the light or the medium neutral. I think I want to do the light because I feel like when you do really light, it makes it sharp, and I'm going for Halloween makeup, so I need it to be sharp looking and not like how I usually do my natural look. You know, everybody says it's the clean girl makeup that I like to do a lot, and that's not what we're doing here. We are going over the top, very princess vibe, good sharp brow. It's not gonna be super sharp, but you know how I get, like I like it really nice. I'm gonna go in with my Tier Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer. They gave me this pretty much in the same shade, so it's not necessarily a concealer for me, but I love using it on my eyebrows because the tip is always to do your own foundation at the top of your eyebrows just to make it somewhat natural. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. This is where you shape out your eyebrows. I definitely have to cut my eyebrows because like this side is a little bit longer than this side is. So I just don't need to pay attention to that. Now that my eyebrows are finally done, I can go ahead and with my Tier. This is the Matte Fit Red Cushion 43 in Deep Cocoa. That's the shade that I got. I love this foundation. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's the perfect shade. And my skin, it just loves it. The only thing that I can't stand though is I'm starting to realize how much I don't really care for cushions. Like, just patting it in for like 5 freaking hours just to make sure it's blended is just, it's not my forte here. I mean, it's a little bit exaggerated, but like still, who wants to do that forever? But I am going to say that this foundation shade is on point. At first I was like, I don't know, but I do feel like it is on point, especially because the winter time is coming and my skin, it gets a lot lighter, so this is definitely still gonna fit both my you know, like regular skin shade during the summertime and during the winter time. But obviously during the summertime I definitely get a lot, you know, darker, but it is what it is. I feel like this shade is definitely really nice. I do love it. My forehead, as you guys can see, is a lot darker than the rest of my face. I don't really know why, but it's definitely in my family with skin discoloration, because a lot of my brothers have it. I don't know, it's just in my family with this discoloration, or like, what do you want to call it, hyperpigmentation? Yeah. I don't know why that was so difficult to say today. That was ridiculous. But yeah, it's very normal, obviously, but it can get annoying because sometimes it just looks like the foundation shade just isn't right because of how dark your forehead is, and it's just so weird. It's the same way even with my neck. So it's like my forehead and my neck are like the darkest at the top, and then it's the same with sometimes my arms too. Like it's just weird. Like my upper arm could be darker, and then at the bottom that is lighter. So yeah, that's just a part of me. It is what it is. I'm like two different tones, y'all. And we're gonna go ahead with the concealer, and usually I just go like this because I just noticed that when I do it like that, my makeup comes out a heck of a lot better. And then I put some here, and then I put some right here, just a little bit and a little bit. This right here is my favorite brush. Also, I forgot to show y'all what concealer I'm using. This is the It Cosmetics Do It All concealer corrector, whatever you want to call it. So this is the one that I'm using. I got this in PR a while ago, and I've been using it ever since, and I got two shades, but I'm using the light medium neutral in 230. This is a really good neutral shade for me. Like, I really love using it. And I just blend in all of these, and I'm not done yet, especially with my brows, because I definitely have to put some mascara on them. I definitely love doing that because it just defines them and it makes them a little darker than what they are right now. Sometimes I feel as though when you're using the eyebrow stuff, it's not dark enough and it makes it look a little ashy, so I like to have the mascara on top to bring back my dark color. I would take this right here, which is the Naturally Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I do a little bit because it is very pigmented. Like, there's a lot of product in there, so I try not to overdo it with how dark my brows are. And I just do the corner piece, and like I said, I lightly do it. You see how dark it is just with lightly doing it. So imagine if you're pressing extremely hard. If you're pressing hard, you're gonna get dark eyebrows, like extremely dark. It's gonna look so fake. So you just want to lightly do it, and then I feather out the top part just to make it look a little natural. So I'm just gonna pat this in, and I love to do it at an angle when I get to the top part of my eye. That way it angles out. That's how you want it to do. And then when you get to the bottom, you just pat it downwards. Like, I really love doing the concealer part. It's just something about the concealer part that makes the look more like defined and very natural, professional looking. Like, I'm looking at this and it's giving that I'm getting myself ready for like a wedding or something. But I feel like a lot of us had those stages, especially when I was younger. I loved the goth phase. Like, I was into my emo phase. You wouldn't even know with the way that I do things now. Like, how do you go from emo to extremely pink and girly? Don't ask me, okay? And I was just always wearing chokers and wearing like really dark colors. I love the fishnet vibes, so I was definitely always wearing like these fishnet gloves. It didn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. I was definitely going through an emo phase that I don't miss. Like, I really don't miss it. But it was like an emo anime girl phase because I was definitely into K-pop a lot and anime, and I was just like always with something Korean or Japanese on me. That's why it is a full circle moment that I'm getting a lot of Korean, Chinese, Japanese makeup in companies that I'm working for. Like, it's insane because this is what I was doing when I was younger. And I don't even think, she definitely wouldn't have known that this is where we would be today. Just working with all type of companies, getting all these opportunities, even with the brands that we were looking at when we were younger, them wanting to work with me now. It's just insane, the opportunities. And like I said, it's a full circle moment, very much so. And then when I was younger, I would usually say this all the time, that this is what I wanted to do. Not necessarily become an influencer, because I didn't necessarily, like, I didn't know what that was. Nobody did, of course. So I wasn't thinking of being an influencer. I just knew that I wanted to be in the fashion industry, and that was it. Like, that's all I knew. That's just what I wanted to do. So then I was like, hold on. Now I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier press powder, a little Morphe finger sponge. I don't know if I want to use it today or not. Look at me over here trying to be different. Because I was thinking, like, I could just use this, take my press powder. Let's see if it'll work. And then, like, do it in the corner. Ooh, okay, I kind of like that. That's actually really nice. Now, I probably should have doubled my concealer, especially since I'm doing a Halloween look. But you know what? It is what it is. We're here now, y'all. And there's nothing that the Morphe finishing powder can't do. That's why I like the finishing powder, because I feel as though it definitely brightens up my under eyes. Like, it's really good in my opinion. In my opinion, I really like it. So this is just the press powder. So obviously it's going to look like nothing, but in reality it's pressing in the foundation, and it's like, I don't know, it really sets it in, and it keeps it matte so that I am not over, you know, like, I'm not looking oily. I don't like looking oily. The next thing that I am using is the Benefit one. This is the same, kind of like the cream, but this is in a powder form, and this is in the shade Deep. I think that's it. It's in the shade Deep, okay? And this is like the color. It's kind of messed up because I accidentally put something wet in here when I was using my brush, so please excuse that. But it still works, and it has a little mirror in there, which I thought is super cute. I obviously don't use it because you can see the little film is still on there, but it comes in handy for those who will use it. And I just put it in the same spots that I did the cream foundation. Cream bronzer. And then, like I said, just put in the same spots. What is this? Okay. I actually might use this little mirror just for my nose, because I do like to see what it looks like up close and make sure I'm doing this right. So when I do my nose contour, I don't like it too harsh. Like, some women, like, they do it really harsh, but I don't, because you want it to look as natural as possible when you're doing a nose contour. I was about to say a nose contour. Okay. What in the heck? But yeah, you really want it to look natural. This is a pretty big brush. You do not have to use a brush this big, but because I cannot find my tiny ones, now I have to go in with this big old brush just to get to my nose. This is ridiculous, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, let me tell y'all, I got my first Charlotte Tilbury foundation, right? It's too light, like it's like too red or something, and I'm so upset because y'all, when I put this on, it was perfect. Oh my gosh, this is their airbrush flawless foundation, and it's supposed to like be a weightless blurring, you know, ingredients in this foundation, and it's full coverage and everything. And when I tell y'all, it did exactly what it says it's going to do. It did. The only problem was the fact that it was not my shade, and I'm like, I suck at looking for my shade online. I just don't know why, but I suck at it. Set in my like contour, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I also do like doing a little bit of it on top of my eyes because I have concealer on them, and this is to help me set and brighten my eyes when I need to do eyeshadow. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I haven't done this in a while, but this is just to help set this all in. Sorry if I'm like going super far off the camera, like my light is kind of like over shining right now. And the loose powder that I use is the Laura Mercier one. This is a translucent loose setting powder. Love using this. It's really, really good, and I have been using it for a while. There's still plenty of product in here. Y'all do see my little frog. Like, look at my little frog. It's so cute. It's gonna be with me obviously for Princess Tiana. So I was already doing content before I did this, but I did content without my makeup. So the way I'm doing my videos is where I am doing parts of me just not having any makeup on, and I just look basic and messed up and all that stuff, like my hair's not done. And once I do like the scene that I'm doing, I reenact the scene that I want to do in whatever part of the movie that I'm doing, and then it's going to go into me in the costume. But with this, it looks like she did like a dark green, so it's giving that she did this green right here, dark green, brownish, like nasty looking green color. I don't like that green at all, but we're gonna go ahead and use it. And I feel like this is the perfect green that she did on the corner, and then she kind of like mixed it in with a lighter green. So we're gonna try to do this. My broken Hello Kitty mirror, y'all, look at that. I'm so upset that I broke this mirror, and I feel like I broke it on one of my YouTube videos. So upset, but it still works, okay? That's all that matters. So she has it. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I think it's okay. I think it's okay that the powder is there. Y'all see that green, y'all? That is actually really, really nice. And the way she has it is on the outer corner. So it's like on the outer corner going inward. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not putting the mirror in your face. But yeah, so it's like on the outer corner, and then it's like going inwards. I had to learn how to blend all on my own, like doing this makeup all on my own. I told you guys, I feel like I told you guys this story, but what happened was I was relying on my sister to do my makeup for like many different events. So I was relying on her, and which she did amazing with a lot of the events that I was doing when I was younger. I had to go to prom, and she wasn't going to be able to make it. And so I had to, you know, learn how to do my makeup myself. Mind you, I went to like a bunch of different proms, but this particular one I think was, I don't know if it was my own prom or if it was someone else's prom. I went to 3 proms that year. It was so much fun. Like, I went to one of my friends' proms, I went to 2 friends' proms, and then I went to my own. I think I did my own first. I think she did do the makeup for my own, and then I did the makeup for both proms that I went to for my friends. So it wasn't like you know, my own to where she really needed to be there. It was really just other people's proms that I was invited to. So it was like, all right, I'm gonna have to learn how to do my own makeup. It just is what it is. So I got on YouTube and was like, we're gonna learn this today. I literally learned how to do my makeup the day of, and it came out really, really good. I was proud of myself because that was really my first time doing a serious look on my face. I feel as though this color palette doesn't have the green that I'm looking for. Like, maybe it does. Like, I could probably mix either these two or these two. I feel like maybe these two would give me that look. So let me try it, because this is kind of like a minty looking green, and then this, I don't know, this might have to be your oh, okay, wait, I think I got it. Yeah, that'll work. It looks as though it's definitely farther over. So you're like leaving a corner of that dark green, but you still have the really light green. This is so pretty. At first I didn't think I was gonna have the exact color, but this is definitely the exact color. So this is why creativity comes in. You just go in and you start mixing colors, okay? Mix some colors, because you just never know what color scheme you can get. If you are kind of shaky, like I'm kind of shaky as well, at least I feel like I'm shaky, so sometimes it could be a little difficult, but if you do it fast enough, like how I just did it on screen, it will be perfect. Like, literally, that looks so good. But trying to do it super slow, like going like this, yeah, you're gonna be shaky. You're gonna be very shaky, so do not go slow. Just go like super fast as soon as you get the lineup of what your eyelids are shaped of. Like, sometimes even if you press deep enough, you can feel like your eyeballs. And so if you go in the shape of your eyeball, don't press super hard, because you don't want to be pressing in your eyeball hard. But if you could feel it, you can feel it, and then you just go. That's how I do it. Like, that's how it just makes it simple for me. So I found that I have this Urban Decay like eyeshadow. It's like a liquid eyeshadow thing. There you go. It's a liquid eyeshadow, so I am gonna use this as the base. I can use this as the base to make it an eyeliner kind of. And it's a sticky base, so that if I put this on here, I should be able to add yellow on top. I have my Urban Decay Naked palette, which I totally forgot that I even had this. A very metallic yellow. So I think that would look super nice on this look here. This is gonna be ridiculous, because I know that after I'm done with this look, oh, this is, ooh, look at that pigment. That is nice. See what I'm saying? It's about creativity. I literally just used a whole different color eyeshadow, and all I needed was liquid and the Urban Decay eyeshadow just to make it a lot more pigmented. And now it is. I feel like it's a lot more pigmented than what she has, so we are gonna have to tone it down a little bit to blend that in some more on this side. Now what I like to do when I do this is I like to squint my eyes a little bit and go from this corner in, and then I go downwards. And I like to just have it on the corner. I don't like to put it all the way in, because I feel like for some reason that it looks weird when I put it all the way in. I just don't like it. And so I just leave it on the corner in, and that's just how I learned what works for me. What I'm going to do is take off the excess powder that I have on my face. The reason why I like to wait before I do the bottom part of my eyeshadow and the corner, because like I said, I have the excess powder, which I still have powder on my face. I have the excess powder, and usually if I'm taking that off, it takes off, you know, the eyeshadow as well. And we're gonna go ahead and with probably a mixture of this one and then this one up here, because she has like a darker green. Honestly, that might just, let me see. Yeah, that'd be good. like this white right here, because this is the white that I usually do in my corners anyway, and just mix it with the green just to make it a little lighter, because this, even though it is light on its own, it's not as light. So I think that's good. I think that's good. I'm just gonna dab it in here. Okay, yeah, that worked. I do feel as though now that I have a lot more practice, it comes out a lot better. I think that is definitely perfect. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This little brush right here, it's like a dotting brush. This is the one that I usually do for my inner corners. So I'm going to see if this is going to work. So she has these dots right here, and I don't know if it's going to, because I feel like, do you see how big that looks in a way? If I close my eyes, yeah, see, if I would have just closed my eyes, it would have did a lot better. Okay, so we fixed it. All right, this is why I really I love being able to fix my makeup whenever I want to fix it, and we just do it right. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't have any, you know, like little studs, rhinestones and stuff like that, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm going in with my Flea Mary Aura blush. I love this blush so much. It's really pretty, but it's a really pretty like blue, you see what I'm saying, a bluish white highlighter. I think that gives it the princessy vibes. I think it's like really nice. Now I hope you take some of these pointers, okay? Like, some of these pointers are my own. The only thing that's not my own and that I learned from someone else is the like base, the way my base was, the way my foundation base, you know, comes out. I got that from a celebrity stylist not too long ago. I actually just started doing this new makeup routine. This is the Morphe blush. This is the one that I've been using. It's really pretty. Now she kind of has a red blush, but y'all know, like I said, I'm not really a red blush girly, so I'm doing pink, and I'm gonna go in with the dark color first. So like I always go in with the darker pink, the cream, because this is the cream. I feel like this is what sets my blush, and I always start it from right here. This is what's going to help me build on top. Then let's go in with this lighter blush to put it on top. See? Like, it just does something to it. It looks really nice. I love the way that they did this blend. She does have like a really nice, you know, brown nude look. Lip liner that I usually do, this is like a black brown, which is obviously too dark for what she has. Hers is not black brown, but I am going to line this up, and then I can add a lighter brown on top, which is what I've been doing. So I'm just lightly putting it on here. And then I do have this color, Afternoon Tea, which is like a really light, yeah, it's like a really light orangey brown type of color. I don't know how you want to say that. I don't like using this color alone, so I feel like this is going to really help with making it a lighter brown, which it did. It did exactly what I needed it to do. This is why I mix colors. The color, this is the shade right here that I feel as though it's good. She still has a lighter shade on, but this would still work. And I could just put a lighter shade on top. But you see, this one definitely can be a little bit more brown and orange than anything. I have plenty of brown eyeshadow palettes, so that is like a pinkish nude type of brown. I can definitely just go in with this color and then this pink mix it in right here. And then look at that. Already gets the color that I need. So I am gonna go in with the fouet just to see how this would look. Probably just do a little bit. And honestly, oh my gosh, this is really pretty. And it kind of gave it more of a brownish pink tone. Go ahead in with the mascara. Alright, so with the mascara, I love to do these two right here. And this is both from the Lancome collection. It's like a booster. This is for your eyelashes. This is an eyelash booster. And then this is the actual mascara. So these two come together. And I love to use them because I feel like the booster obviously boosts my lashes. And I love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have a different technique that I love to do. So I do the top first and then I go in under. Not a lot of people do underneath their lashes. And this is to help just shape both sides. In the Cloud Light finishing powder to lighten up my under eyes. I love doing this part. It's really good bottom here, but I'm definitely going to place it underneath. I just feel like it does something to my eye makeup. I will just do a little bit here. Ooh, okay. Just a little bit. And then blend it out on the other side. 3 hours on this look is crazy. Well, like two hours on this look. This is still crazy. Alright, so I went in with the Scandinavia makeup finishing spray. This is their original bridal one. So I love this. I have been using between this one and obviously this regular one right here. I'm almost done with this. I really do need to finish out my products first before I go on to a next one. But to be honest with you, they sent this one to me and I had to use it anyway. So yeah, but I have a lot of their bottles in here. Like I love using it. They are a really good brand. I feel as though makeup is done and complete. Now I could go ahead and just fix the way that this looks, because obviously it's not looking like a real bang right now. But now we're getting to the extra fun part where I get dressed in the costume. Right now my face is still kind of setting, so I'm not trying to mess that up, but I'm trying to see something here because I kind of want these lifted a little bit more so that they're like this rather than being so, I don't know, long. Let me see if I can fix it. I go ahead, put the dress on and all that good stuff, and I will show you guys the finished look. Alright, so now I am Princess Tiana. How did I do? I think the dress is so beautiful. I wish you guys could see the full thing. Like, it's just, my camera is not far enough, but it's so pretty. So beautiful. I love it. And I have my cute little frog right here. Like, look how cute. So adorable. I tried to keep the frog on my shoulder, but like, he's not trying to stay. Okay, he is not trying to stay. So I'm definitely only going to be able to get a few clips of the frog actually on my shoulder. Otherwise it's going to keep like slipping. And yeah, but other than that, I feel as though I definitely freaking did that. Okay, I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you got the headpiece. Like you can't even really see my bun, but we did that. Okay, we did we did that. I love it. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully I did what I needed to do to make myself look like Princess Tiana. I think it's beautiful, and I've always wanted to do her like a couple of years ago, and I'm finally doing it today. I just love doing Disney princesses. I feel like it's just super fun. So yeah, I hope you guys loved today's video. Make sure to like, comment, sub to the channel, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss when any new videos drop coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace. He says bye.